Hello friends, this is an informational video for all fans of Japanese hand-to-hand combat Nippon Kempo. July 27, 2025. International online conference was held. Representatives and heads of federations from different countries of the world developing Nippon Kempo, Goshin Jutsu and Toshu Kakuto Jutsu attended the online conference. Conference Agenda 1. Strengthening organizations at all regional levels through the development of Sekai Bujutsu Renmei (SBR) disciplines and planned internships in Japan. 2. Preparation for the international stage competition in Nippon Kempo in Chula on October 25 to 26. 3. Development of Toshu Kakuto Jutsu in Russia. 4. Preparation and retraining of fighters, judges, instructors for international competitions and internships in Japan. On the first point of the conference agenda, the president of Sekai Bujutsu Renmei, SBR, Kunio Ishiguro spoke. Addressing all the participants of the conference after his welcoming speech, he made several recommendations. 1. Study of the international rules of Nippon Kempo competitions, which determine safety at international competitions. 2. Training of instructors and ensuring admission of judges and athletes to participate in international competitions. 3. Training in the samurai spirit, that is, etiquette and manners, which are the basis of martial arts culture. 4. Safe protective equipment of international standard. 5. Increasing the number of small friendly competitions for safety at international competitions. And also proposed to adjust the plan for the development of Nippon Kempo, Goshin Jutsu, Toshu Kakuto Jutsu, Yowa Kumiuchi Jutsu in different countries, using the example of the Kabujutsu Federation of Russia, FKR, and the Federation of Pro Fight of Russia, FPR, on points. 1. Due to the geographical features of Russia, it is difficult to meet often to hold regular in-person seminars, classes, friendly matches and other events. Therefore, in the opinion of the Council of the World SBR Federation, it is recommended to appoint SBR representatives in federal districts, regions where SBR martial arts are actively developing. This will facilitate the work of the International Department of SBR and the work of the management of FKR and FPR. 2. For a wider coverage of martial arts enthusiasts and the dissemination of Nippon Kempo, Goshin Jutsu, Toshu Kakuto Jutsu, it is necessary to hold online events in addition to in-person seminars and courses. 3. The World SBR Federation, together with FKR, FPR and other federations, proposes to introduce advanced adepts to Nippon Kempo, Goshin Jutsu, Toshu Kakuto Jutsu and Yowa Kumiuchi Jutsu through an international internship in Japan. The internship focuses on fighter, referee and instructor. 4. After the internship, we plan to invite technically experienced specialists to a specialized group to assist in the development of competitive SBR martial arts around the world. 5. The World SBR Federation also proposes to hold an international tournament in Toshu Kakuto Jutsu for military personnel from different countries in Japan. The following spoke on the second item of the conference agenda. The first speaker was the president of the Russian Kabujutsu Federation, FKR, Nikolai Trifonov. He began his speech by thanking Kunio Ishiguro for the attractive proposals and thanked all the conference participants for promoting Nippon Kempo and Goshin Jutsu in Russia and abroad. He also said that FKR will take into account all the proposals in the roadmap for the next stages of development of Nippon Kempo and Goshin Jutsu. Nikolai Ivanovich Trifonov presented 15 regional FKR organizations interested in the development of Nippon Kempo and Goshin Jutsu. He also reported on the work to receive our foreign friends at the international stage competition in Nippon Kempo in Chula, which will be held on October 25–26, 2025. Positively confirmed the previously discussed points. 1. Visa support from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Russia. 2. Medical insurance for foreigners. 3. Free bus schedule Moscow-Chula Moscow. The second speaker was the head of the Central Federal District FKR, coordinator of international competitions in the city of Chula, Anton Kondrachev. In his speech, he provided detailed information on hotel reservations and free excursions around Chula. The third speaker was the president of the FKR of the Ivanovo region, Sergei Sashenko. In his speech, he provided detailed information on the production of protective equipment in accordance with international standards. Nikolai Trifonov also reported that the flags of the participating countries will be installed at the venue of the international competitions. He stated that the raising of flags demonstrates the apolitical nature of sport and the equality of all participating countries. In conclusion of his speech, he expressed gratitude to all conference participants for their efforts. The fourth speaker was Deputy Director of the International Department of SBR for Europe, Friedrich Sturkel, Germany. Having welcomed everyone to the conference, he said that the number of fans of the martial art, Nippon Kempo SBR in Europe is growing. It is also encouraging that the federations of SBR and FKR have found common ground for joint cooperation. Representatives of the International Department of SBR for Europe have decided to participate in the Nippon Kempo competitions on October 25 to 26 in Chula. In August, we hold our annual qualifying competitions, and based on their results, teams will be formed and one of them will take part in a trial run in Russia. We are working on an ongoing basis with the representative of SBR in Spain, Jonathan Reyes, to attract those who want to develop Nippon Kempo in the Eurozone, Venezuela and Brazil. Friedrich Sturkel provided the international department with a video in which he shared his comments on some aspects of protective equipment to improve safety for competitors, and also announced the readiness to purchase tested, SBR-approved protective equipment made in Russia. The fifth speaker was Deputy Director of the International Department of SBR for Asia, Mirali Sultanova, Uzbekistan. After the welcoming words, he reported that in recent years Nippon Kempo has been confidently strengthening its position in the Asian region. We are seeing a steady increase in interest in countries such as Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Afghanistan and throughout Central Asia. New clubs and federations are opening, training camps are being organized, and cooperation between national federations is strengthening. And today, some of these representatives are also participating among us. One of the main tasks for the near future is to train coaches and judges, form uniform standards. Also, an important part of development is the involvement of new participants in the countries of Central Asia. In preparation for the upcoming international competitions in Nippon Kempo, which are planned for October this year in the city of Chula, qualifying tournaments have already begun and are continuing in a number of countries and regions of Asia. The third item on the agenda of the conference was addressed by the president of the Russian Combat Pro Federation, FPR, Mikhail Epstein. Mikhail Epstein, having greeted all the participants of the conference, thanked Mr. Ishiguro Kunio and Nikolai Trifonov for their informative speech. He also said that the Russian Combat Pro Federation, in close cooperation with SBR, has been developing Toshukakuto Jutsu for 12 years now, as a system that best meets the mission of the Federation, effective training and retraining of martial artists for professional hand-to-hand combat. For many years, we have been purposefully engaged in improving the methods and techniques of teaching applied hand-to-hand tactics through sports, so we especially appreciate the opportunity to study authentic Japanese experience, the opportunity to intern in Japan. All this, of course, is facilitated by the established warm personal and working relations between the management and the active members of the Russian Combat Pro Federation and Sekai Bujutsu Renmei. We are pleased to remember how in 2016 we hosted in Russia the respected Mr. Ishiguro Kunio Ueda Yuichi, the owner of the protective equipment manufacturer, Swordmaster Asano Yasuhito. These were wonderful days of the seminar, organized by us. Japanese Culture Day of the Russian State University of Tourism and Service. With fights, demonstration performances, and even a competition for the best preparation of rolls and sushi. In the near future, we expect to implement plans to hold international tournaments among military personnel, employees of other law enforcement agencies. We are currently working on this. Thus, we offer our athletes the opportunity to receive benefits as participants in the international program for the development of competencies in hand-to-hand combat for the military. For this purpose, we hold sports competitions of all levels, technical and certification seminars, INCL, international. We implement programs for professional training of sports instructors and additional professional education for the preparation of trainers. In professional hand-to-hand combat, Toshikakuto Jutsu in particular. We have a license, issue educational documents, which for their holders are a weighty argument when entering the service. And educational institutions of the Ministry of Defense, the Russian Guard, etc. On the fourth point of the conference agenda, the director of the International Department of SBR, Ismail Bababekov, made a report. Ismail Bababekov thanked all the conference participants, heads of organizations at different territorial levels, for the joint work in the international project. He partially introduced everyone to the current work of the International Department of SBR on some points. 1. The geography of countries where Nippon Kempo, Goshin Jutsu, Toshikakuto Jutsu and Yowa Kumiuchi Jutsu are developing is actively expanding. 2. SBR representatives are appointed in countries and their regions. 3. Trainers, instructors and heads of organizations at different territorial levels join messengers, WhatsApp, Telegram, in 3 groups, Asia, Europe and Russia. 4. Video information and comments on them are provided in these messengers. Managers and trainers get acquainted with these video materials in absentia and master the methods. 5. Based on the recommendations and consultations with SBR, FKR and Ray Sport created a prototype of the protective equipment model within the framework of the international standard. Models from Japanese manufacturers were used for the creation. 6. A work schedule was established according to training levels. Weekly in-person and online classes. Monthly in-person and online seminars, regular international conferences in a narrow and expanded format. We are currently developing a schedule of regular international stage competitions in Nippon Kempo, Goshin Jutsu, Toshikakuto Jutsu. We are planning to form groups for regular short-term internships in Japan. It is planned to involve embassies and the media in Japan in this work. These groups will include technically and physically prepared coaches and instructors in Nippon Kempo, Goshin Jutsu, Toshikakuto Jutsu and Yowa Kumiuchi Jutsu. Groups will be formed from each region of the country separately under the control of their head federation. All expenses for the internship in Japan are at the expense of the sending organizations and the board of directors of the National Federation. The purpose of the internships is to study the cultural heritage of the samurai, counteract the distortion of the technical features of the SBR disciplines, and also improve the quality of service to the population with these martial arts in each country. Results on 4 points of the conference agenda. 1. All proposals voiced by the President of the World SBR Federation Ishiguro Kunio on the development of Nippon Kempo, Goshin Jutsu, Toshikakuto Jutsu, Yowa Kumiuchi Jutsu, and the consolidation of organizations in these disciplines have been accepted and taken under control as a call to action. 2. The host party FKR, represented by Nikolai Trifonov, is ready to hold the international stage competitions on October 25-26, observing all the conditions announced at the conference. 3. Toshikakuto Jutsu of Russia, represented by FPR President Mikhail Markovich Epstein, acquires excellent prospects for military personnel and is further consolidated with interested, closely related organizations. Four. Preparation and retraining of fighters, judges, and instructors for international competitions has already started as part of the roadmap. Internships in Japan are the second stage of the roadmap. The questions accumulated during the conference will be forwarded for discussion to the messengers of the Asia, Europe, and Russia groups, WhatsApp, Telegram. That's all. Thank you for your attention.